Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. If you're looking at the crypto market today and you're seeing red, well, the news isn't all that bad.
How can you say that? Huh?
Well, typically in run-ups, corrections are normal and great opportunities to enter the market. In fact, the last couple of days have been really kind to Ethereum, which has just recently made new highs. A massive gaming company, and we'll tell you which one in a second, is now part of the Tezos family. WeWork is accepting crypto payments, and more Americans than ever are crypto curious. NFTs are breaking out of the art segment into someplace you might have never guessed. Stick around because we've got all these stories and more in this week's Exodus Crypto News. Welcome back, Crypto Fam, and if you're new here, please. Red is the color of the day, and not only in the crypto markets, but in the traditional markets as well. It looks like we may be back into a minor correlation between the two as all markets took a downturn when a story broke yesterday that the US president might impose a capital gains tax increase of up to 43% for extremely wealthy individuals. If you want to know more how that might affect you and your crypto, I would suggest consulting a licensed financial advisor, of which I am not. So let's do a lightning round of the numbers. Everyone in crypto has heard about Doge by now. It's been on an epic run from about 6 cents all the way up to 42 cents at the peak. Is it sustainable? Well, we'll have to wait and see, but for a while now, Dogecoin supporters have been right, and everyone throwing shade has missed out on one of crypto's recent greatest runs. Bitcoin has been having a bit of a rough go since the Coinbase IPO. The orange coin briefly made a new all-time high of just under $65,000, but it's been nothing but downward price action since then. Questions abound whether this is a correction or consolidation. Now, everybody who watches this program knows I speak about the institutional money flowing into BTC, and I can imagine they look like a pack of hungry wolves right about now, ready to pounce on the sale. It's a fine time to be in Ethereum. ETH is making new all-time highs, and it's doing it at a time when Bitcoin is seemingly stuck in the dust. Have you heard about Solana? Well, the project, which means sunshine or sunny side in Spanish, is definitely bringing the light. The SOL token is up a whopping 151% from just 1 month ago, from $13 to $35. Markets aside, blockchain is moving closer to the mainstream. Once again, Wyoming is showing us the way. The sparsely populated western state, known best for its mountainous vistas and long roads where the speed limit is 80 miles per hour, has enacted legislation that officially recognizes DAOs as a type of LLC. This move will give DAOs legal authority in the state, and it's a huge step forward for integrating smart contracts and other crypto governance structures into the legal system. So, which state do you think is the next to follow suit? Let us know in the comments. A new study has shown that more than 60% of adults in the United States are interested in crypto. So let's do a bit of math to see what that means. It's hard to know for sure, but surveys estimate that about 30 million Americans own Bitcoin. Now, there are a total of 200 million adults in the USA. So if we assume that in the next 3 years, those 60% of Americans who are crypto curious actually buy some coins, that's 120 million hodlers, or 4 times the number of Americans who own Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies right now. It's not if, but when. So Bitcoin isn't money because you can't spend it anywhere, or so the saying goes. Well, there are 20 million PayPal merchants that now accept crypto. And if you've got about 3/4 of a Bitcoin, you can use it to buy a Tesla. So that's definitely a start, but how about this? Real estate company WeWork is now accepting crypto payments in the form of BTC ETH, USDC, and even a few other lesser known coins. The company has even said that they'll be keeping a portion of all crypto payments on their balance sheet. So you can buy a car with Bitcoin, you can pay for office space with Ethereum, and you can shop online with USDC. The notion that you can't spend crypto anywhere isn't a valid argument anymore. So Ubisoft is locking up their Tezos XTZ to help secure the network and earn a staking reward. Now, Tezos is a good fit for Ubisoft since the blockchain has more scalability than Ethereum and significantly lower fees. And that's important for Ubisoft since they may incorporate blockchain technology into their games in the future. NFTs, otherwise known as non-fungible tokens, are super interesting because they get criticized all the time, even though the technology itself is totally neutral. The idea is that when you create an NFT, there is a limit on the number of tokens created, whether that's 1 token or 1 million tokens. Those are the original tokens, and nobody can create a duplicate and claim that it's an original. And given these technical parameters, it makes sense that IPWE is partnering with IBM to record corporate patents using NFT tokens. The patents are recorded onto the blockchain forever, and everyone can see the exact date that the patent was issued. Now, this is an exciting new use case for NFTs, and truly, it's only the beginning. We expect to see a lot more novel use cases for NFTs in the coming years. In 2021, we're reaching the point where crypto isn't just about speculation, it's about real-world adoption. So whether the markets are up or down today, the future remains bright in the long term. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons, and until next time, hold on.